Hello, my name is George Freemand and I am a student director. I am currently working on my newest film called What Has to Be Done for Mr. Hemingway's Art of Film class.
Oh, I love just film in general ever since I was a small boy in the 30s. Oh, I know I don't look like it, but I have this certain medical condition. It makes me age 1/9 my actual normal aging rate, so 306 years I still got on me, so, you know, that's all good.
You know, I think my biggest fear, you see, I want this film to be good, alright? I want this to be a good film. Now, the problem though is, you know, I gotta make sure I don't hit my peak, you know? Once a film, I think, gets too good, like the ultimate masterpiece like Citizen Kane or Meet the Spartans, you know, like what are you gonna do from there?
My name is Dan. You may have seen me. I had a bit of a role in Jingle All the Way, so you may have seen me in that. I got some acclaim for it. I guess just what's left for me, I've reached the level of local / regional celebrity, much like Paul Douglas or things like that. So I was just national or international. I would really love to be considered big in Japan. That's the status I hope to achieve.
I'm Eric. I enjoy the theater more. I enjoy it like the stage theater. I'm not as much of a film actor, so this is kind of a stretch for me. I had a little girl who was a friend. And for her 4th birthday party, we did a production of the Thumbelina on her backyard porch. And
Thumbelina?
I was actually the prince. I was the prince, and she played Thumbelina. And at the end, we locked arms and skipped off into the distance, which was just into her house.
Back in the 50s, there was a student who made a 3.5-hour epic movie. Many students were upset about that, including the parents, I suppose. And I just thought it's kind of an insult to film if you make a movie that long where you can't really take it in, so I decided to put a time limit on it to make sure that it wouldn't happen again.
Alright, I used to work with George Freemand, I did, and no matter what he says he's open to, you know, he wants to try new ideas, he's a revolutionary. Lies. All lies. He doesn't do anything but do things his way. If anyone ad-libs a line, he just cuts immediately. The ironic part about all this is that even though we weren't allowed to ad-lib, he would ad-lib all the time when he acted our parts for us, which, again, was just infuriating. And of course, when we tried to ad-lib to his ad-lib, he'd call cut because we were ruining his creative vision, and it just created a terrible cycle. We never even finished a scene like that because when we ad-libbed, we were breaking the rules.
So we finished the film and I was going to submit it. You know, the film came out really well and I was going to submit it, and talking to my art of film teacher, and apparently my film is too long. He says that a 45-minute film plus or minus like 2 hours of outtakes is unacceptable. Says it has to be like 15 minutes max. Now that's difficult for me because you can't give a message in 15 minutes. Okay, it's like, I mean, you can, but there's a limit. It's like, I mean, in 15 minutes you can say like, maybe like come to Hawaii. That could be a message, or evil's bad, or the meaning of life. I mean, you could explain that, but that's all. I mean, that's all you could fit in 15 minutes. Okay, I mean, how can they cut out that much time? I have to cut out scenes. Okay, I have to cut out scenes, but I don't want to cut out any of like Dan's lines because he's like a genius.
I know how hard it must be with the loss of your father/mentor figure, but I want you to know that you must prevail against sadness.
I might have to cut out someone else's. So yeah, we're cutting out your scene.
You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, lengthwise, I mean, for later we could put it in, but, you know, it seems unlikely at this point.
Well, that's ridiculous. That scene made the movie.
Well...
It was brilliant.
Well, yeah, well, but the other scenes are brilliant too, you know, and you have to gauge them. So,
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yours, I mean, yours was brilliant, but...
Well, you're gauging it incorrectly. Not good enough. I was going to be a star.
The narrator...
Now that star has fizzled out. Alright?
Alright, fine.
It's over.
You're doing this to yourself, you realize.
No, you made me do it to myself.
Well, maybe you shouldn't watch movies then.
Maybe you should make better ones.
I just found out I have a very lethal disease. I think it's some form of cancer. And I talked to the doctor, and it would appear I have about 240 more years to live. You know, it's kind of hard knowing you only have about 2.5 centuries left to live, you know?
Swimming across 3 oceans sure is difficult.
You may have defeated my henchmen, but you'll never defeat me.
We'll see about that.
Ha, you fool! I'm wearing bulletproof armor, but it's not on my eye. You got lucky. But you won't get lucky this time because I have the bomb.
Oh no!
I've programmed this bomb to let it every 5 minutes. Or I guess the first 5 minutes, because it only explodes once. It will kill you and all the other non-bad guys.
I've got to defuse that bomb! Now maybe if I just first the dual-layered neutron core, be able to defuse the psycho-reactor within. Mission accomplished.
No! I'll be back!
Poof! Vanished. Ah, there's nothing better than the smell of victory. Ring, ring. Ah, that's my gun laser phone. Hello?
Hello, Jake. The president wants to reward you for your good job well done.